What about you? Have you seen Maleficent or?
No, we haven't seen it yet. We might go see it this weekend, actually. What was it? How to Train Your Dragon came out. How to Train Your Dragon 2, and so my kids are like, yes, I want to go see this. So we went and saw that last weekend.
But that's
Um,
kind of childish, you know?
it is childish. I fell asleep. I always fall asleep in those movies. But yeah, no. So Maleficent is still in theaters. At least I think so. I have to check. But yeah, so we'll probably go out and see that. Yeah, I'd like to. I think it looks cool. Very cool. Very cool. All right. Let's see. We also have Amparo. Hi there, Amparo. How are you?
Hi, teacher. Doing well, thank you. What about you?
Very nice. I'm doing great. Thank you. Thank you. How about Victor? Hi there,
Hi,
Victor.
Chad.
Welcome to class.
Hi there. How are you?
Hi there. Good to see you.
Glad to see you as well.
Okay, and let's see. Now is it Gela?
Yes, hello. How are you?
Hi. I'm doing well, thank you. Gela, where are you from?
I am from Georgia. English.
From Georgia. Okay, just south of, like southwest of Russia, right? Something like that.
No, actually, no. Our neighbors are Turkey, Armenia, Azerbaijan.
Georgia doesn't touch. It's not on the border of Russia.
No, we were colony of Russia during the years, but
Oh,
now
I
we are
thought.
independent. Between us is
Okay, yeah.
tension, conflict situation between Russia and Georgia. So,
Yeah, I know that there was a conflict situation a while ago, a bit ago actually, with Russia and Georgia. But yeah, for some reason I thought it was a border country. Okay, well, good to have you here. Nice to meet you.
nice to meet you too. Thank you.
Okay, Osama, how are you? Welcome to class.
Hi, Chad. I'm good. Good to see you again.
Good to see you as well. Very cool. All right, you guys, let's go ahead and get started. Our first story we're going to take a look at is called Mountain. And I can't recall if we read this story already, like recently. Some stories I kind of recycle if we haven't read them in like 6 months or so, something like that. But I can't recall if we read this one recently or if I was reading it to get prepared for a class. I can't remember. Anyway, so we'll yeah, it's called Mountain. Amparo, have we read this story before? I can't remember.
Let me see.
I don't think so. I really don't think so.
No, I don't remember. At least the beginning, it doesn't sound.
Yeah, that's yeah. Okay. Well, I grabbed two stories. This story is kind of short, and so I have another one that we can read through once we finish this. So that's where we're at. So the story is in the chat box. Hi there, Selma. How are you? Selma, can you hear me okay?
Yes, teacher, I can hear you very well. I'm doing great, thanks for asking.
Very nice, very nice. Good to have you here. Okay, you guys, let's go ahead and get rolling. Amparo, let's start off with you. Go ahead and read the first two paragraphs, please.
Okay. As Gary rolled into town, he felt a welcome sense of relief. He had accomplished his goal, but things certainly hadn't gone as planned. Though he had trained for months preparing for the bicycle trip, the challenges along the way were impossible to foresee. The idea of spending his vacation riding from Columbus, Ohio to Gettysburg, Pennsylvania, occurred on a bike ride with his friends. He had wanted to try something new to challenge his mental and physical stamina again. Gary had run the Boston Marathon 5 years earlier, so he was familiar with what endurance training entailed. The trip was set for August of 1968.
Okay, very good. And that's going to be 1986.
Yeah, I would say maybe
Yeah,
86.
1986. Yeah, instead of 68. Very good. Okay, let's go to familiar. Now, try and be a little smoother. Okay, instead of familiar. Okay, familiar. Push your tongue forward a little bit further in your mouth, and it'll help the word come out it's very smooth. Okay, so it's familiar.
Familiar.
There you go. Okay, one more time. Familiar.
Familiar.
Great, great. This word here, this is stamina. Stress is at the very beginning. So physical stamina.
Physical stamina.
One more time. Physical stamina.
Physical stamina.
Great. This word here, instead of impossible, it's impossible.
Impossible.
There you go. Good, good. And the last one, okay, but things certainly, okay? But things certainly. Now, you can say certainly or certainly. Either one is fine, but I'm working on things more specifically. But things certainly.
But things certain.
Good, good. All right, nice job. Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, let's go to Daniel.
Yep.
All right, Daniel, please read from the big day arrived. Finish this paragraph and read down to inherently dangerous, please.
Okay, the big day arrived unceremoniously. The bicycle was weighted down with bags on either side of the rear wheel, a trunk on the rack behind the seat, and a pouch attached to the handlebars. They contained clothes and the essentials for camping out at night, including a tent, a spare tire, energy bars, water bottles, and maps were also on board. He was to speak at a church near Gettysburg, and what better way to create interest than to arrive on a bike? His friends planned to drive over the following weekend to tote him back to Ohio. Making this trip alone was a bad idea. Several hundred miles lay before him, and sharing the road with speeding vehicles is inherently dangerous.
Okay, very good, very good. All right, let's go to vehicles. Okay, so speeding vehicles is inherently dangerous. Try that.
Speeding vehicles is inherently dangerous.
All right, nice job. Give me a little bit more of a long A sound here instead of sharing. It's share. Share, sharing.
Sharing.
There you go. Good. Next up is alone instead of alone. Okay, alone.
Alone.
All right, very nice. Okay. Next is the word seat. Where are you at, seat? Okay, right here. So behind the seat instead of sit. Okay, give me a long E sound. Seat.
Seat.
There you go. Good, good. And let's go to. Okay, either. Okay, make sure to use your tongue to pronounce that TH, placing it between your teeth. You had said eater. Okay, this is on either side. On either side.
On either side.
That's it. That's it. Very good.
Is it
And this
to
big.
pronounce either?
You can say on either side. Either or either. It doesn't matter. Okay. Just make sure that your tongue is between your teeth, and you're not saying either or either. Okay, it would be either, either. Okay. And the last one is this big one, unceremoniously. Unceremoniously.
Unceremoniously.
Okay, watch your tongue on the R instead of sera. Unceremoniously.
Unceremoniously.
Okay, one last time. Unceremoniously.
Unceremoniously.
There you go, you got it. Okay, last one was good. All right, nice job, man. Thank you.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, let's continue. Dangerous. Let's go to, let's see, Dea?
Hello. Hello,
Dea,
teacher.
hi, how are you?
I am
Hi,
fine.
welcome to class.
Thank you very
Very
much.
good. How do I pronounce your name?
My name Dia Sultan.
Dia. Okay, Dia. Okay, great. Thank you. And Dia, where are you from?
I am from Iraq.
Iraq. Okay. All right. I hope you're okay. I know things are going crazy there. I hope you and your family are okay and safe. Okay. Let me have you read from he justified. Okay. Finish this paragraph and read down to, let's see, remainder of the trip. Okay, down to here.
Okay. He justified it with his need to get away on when in truth he was just stubbornly adventurous. A risk reward balanced his life, always planning for the next adrenaline inducing romp. The first day brought him to the east side of Ohio, where the hills started to become very hot and humid. Gary stayed hydrated by drink a lot of water, fill his bottles, camping out behind the woods of an abandoned farm. The first night, decision his mind rising with thoughts of the unbending route through the swamp. He was covered in sweat and couldn't sleep. He rose the next morning, conclusion that hotel rooms would be in order for the remainder of the trip.
Okay. All right. Very nice. Okay. Let's work on some sounds here. Okay. Now this is a complicated reading. It is an advanced reading class. Okay. So we have quite a number of words here. I cannot go through all of them. Okay. But we'll work on some here. All right.
Okay.
All right. So first up. Okay. This word here is trip. Okay. So what you want to pronounce is a CH. Instead of trip, okay, push your tongue down for the R. Trip. Try that.
Trip.
Oh, there you go. That's better. One more time. Trip. Less attack. Okay, nice and smooth with the word. Trip. Okay, all right, we're getting closer. Okay, let's try this word here. Okay, now, most of the time in English, we do not pronounce both of the vowel sounds when they're together. Usually, one does something to the other. It affects the other word, or sorry, the other letter. In this word, okay, the A and the E together, they make a long A sound. So instead of reminder, it's remainder. Try that.
Remainder.
Okay, very good. This word here is pronounced sweat. Okay, the EA can be confusing sometimes, and we just have to memorize the words. All right. So here, instead of sweet, it is sweat. Okay, very good. Now, this word here you had read as racing. Okay, the ed ending, the E and the D is not pronounced in like an ing. This will be a T sound. Raced. Try that.
Raced.
Okay, very nice. Here on the word first, okay, you were saying first. Okay, adding an extra vowel sound after the R. Okay.
First.
Yes, it is first. Push the tongue down for the R. First.
First.
Okay, so this word, this sounds like this. The first night. The first night.
The first night. The first
Okay.
night.
There you go. That one was better. One more time. The first night.
The first night.
Okay. All right. Better. You nailed it there one time. Okay. Watch your tongue. You want to push it down. Okay. This word here. Okay. Instead of camping, it's camping.
Camping. Camping.
Okay. Very nice. All right. Here we have the word hydrated. Okay. The Y. Okay, the Y creates three different sounds. It creates an E, it creates an I, and it creates an Y sound. In this word, this is hydrated. Okay, now with the D and the R together, you want to pronounce a J sound. Jr. Instead of dr, it's j. Hydrated. Try that.
Hydrated.
Okay, almost. So let's try it again. Okay, push your tongue down for the R. Hydrated. Okay, all right, we'll keep working on that DR sound. Let's go to the word muscles right here. The C in this word is silent, does not make a sound. Okay, so it's only going to be a unvoiced S. Muscles. There you go, good. Next up we have, okay, let's come up here. This right here, okay, this is adrenaline-inducing romp. Adrenaline-inducing romp.
Adrenaline-inducing romp.
Okay, one more time. Adrenaline-inducing romp.
Adrenaline-inducing romp.
Okay, all right, let's take a look at the word here in the middle. Okay, the word is inducing.
Inducing.
There you go, much better. Okay, and let's see. Let's do the last one here. This is stubbornly adventurous. Stubbornly adventurous. Okay, one more time. Stubbornly adventurous. Okay. All right. Nice job. So keep working on your R. You need to push your tongue down so your tongue is not touching the top of your mouth when you speak when you pronounce these words. Okay. All right. Thank you, Dia.
Thank you very much.
No problem. Let's continue here with Gela.
Okay.
Okay, Gela, please read from The Body Needs. Okay, and read down to here where it says very narrow now, please.
The body needs rest when tested to this extent, and sleeping on the ground wasn't going to provide it. As he started the next leg of the trip, he was bone tired. The second day crashed down on him like an enemy seeking to destroy an unwelcome intruder. The hills became mountains as he passed into West Virginia and Pennsylvania. A tailwind out of the west was supposed to aid him on his trip. Instead, a divine rainstorm with a fierce head-wind pelted his face, arms and legs. It stung, turning his skin crimson. The ride became increasingly dangerous because of the water flowing down the side of the road. Coal trucks barreled by, belching out black exhaust, and their diesel motors fought up the inclines. The path for the bike tires was very narrow now.
Okay. All right. Nice job. Nice job. Okay, let's take a look at 4 parts here, okay? First up, we have the word fought. Instead of foot, this is going to be an ah sound. Fought.
Fought.
Okay. Their diesel motors fought up the inclines. Try that.
Their diesel motors fought up their inclines.
Okay, all right, better with the vowel sound. Let's go to a fierce headwind. A fear. Okay, so that I-E-R together, that's a ear sound. A fierce headwind.
A fierce headwind.
Okay, very good. Next is the V sound in Virginia. Okay, West Virginia. Try that.
West Virginia.
There you go. You nailed it. Okay, so let's try this. He passed into West Virginia in Pennsylvania.
He passed into West Virginia and Pennsylvania.
There you go. Nice job, man. Okay, and the last one is intruder. Okay, right here. Okay, so the stress is right here in the middle. Instead of intruder, it's intruder.
Intruder.
Good. All right,
Intruder.
nice job. Okay, thank you.
Okay, thanks.
No problem. Osama.
Yes.
Osama, you are next. Please read from the path. Right here, from distance between. Okay. So finish this paragraph. Read this next one. And let's see, 1, 2. Okay, let's have you read down to here where it says, lungs worked overtime.
Okay. The distance between the danger of being hit by a car on his left and plummeting down to the slope on his right became inches at times. Hours went by faster than the miles did. Worry started to creep in. So Gary distracted himself by trying to learn the alphabet backwards. Z, Y, X, W, V, U, T, S, R, Q, P, O, and M. But the enemy decided to rack up the degree of difficulty. A road sign reading steep incline next 7 miles seemed to mock him as it waggled. In the violent wind. He was soaked to the core and black from the coal trucks. Gary was exhausted beyond anything he had ever experienced. And now this. He eventually had to dismount and push the bicycle up the mountain because there wasn't a gear low enough to pedal the incline. Leg muscles screamed as his heart and legs worked overtime.
Okay, very good. All right, let's go to this word here first. Okay, the word is pronounced incline. Incline. There you go. Okay, very good. All right, let's watch the ed ending on experienced instead of experienced. Okay, give me a T sound. Experienced. Okay, very good. All right, let's go to exhausted beyond anything. So this word here is beyond. Exhausted beyond anything.
Exhausted beyond anything.
Okay, very good. Next is the word seemed. Instead of seemed, okay, seemed.
I thought I said seemed. Didn't I?
Yeah, you had an E come out right after that M. Seemed. Okay, so it's seemed. There you go. Okay, good. This is probably a new word for you. The word is ratchet. Okay, to ratchet up the degree.
To ratchet.
Okay, and that means to increase. Okay, to move something up, to increase, right? Okay. Next we have creep. Okay, give me a good CR sound here. Creep.
Creep.
There you go. Good. Right here, instead of slope, Okay, give me an unvoiced S. Slow, slope.
Slope.
Good, good. Okay. And your last one here is plummeting. Okay, switch that T to a flap T. Plummeting.
Plummeting. Plummeting.
Okay, all right, nice job. Thank you.
Thank you, Chad.
No problem. Okay, so overtime. All right, let's go to Selma. Okay, Selma, let me have you read from the journey. Okay, finish this paragraph and read down to forgiveness came, please.
The journey was now. Uh,
Hello, Selma?
it's journey. Just a minute. Oh, the journey was now being measured in plodding steps. His personal Everest finally gave him a token gift, a small niche in the mountainside where he could stop for a while. Gary propped the bike against the inlet wall, and with trembling legs lowered himself down onto rain-drenched rock. A few minutes later, out of fear and frustration, a guttural outburst aimed at God echoed against the rocks. "I can't do this." The gentle response was whispered to Gary's heart. "I didn't ask of you." Tears fell as he suddenly realized his folly. It was the claimed reason he gave for this self-aggrandizing trip. He had no idea how prophetic that was. A new understanding of his foolish and selfish behavior caused them to ask for God's forgiveness, and forgiveness came.
Okay, very good. All right, let's go to this word right here. Okay, this is aggrandizing. This self-aggrandizing trip. Okay, try that. It's
The
this
self-aggrandizing trip.
this self-aggrandizing trip.
The self-aggrandizing trip.
Okay, very good, very good. Our next word here is folly. Right here, instead of folly, it's an ah sound. Folly.
Folly.
Okay, good. Next is inlet. Okay, right here, instead of inlet. Okay, inlet. Okay. All right. Next up is the word.
Inlet.
Next is the word token. Instead of token, it's an O sound. Token.
Token.
Okay. All right. Very good. And the last word for you is steps with a short e instead of stops. Sta. It's an steps. Okay, try that again, Selma. I can't hear you. Steps.
Steps.
Okay, very good. Thank you. All right, let's see here. Forgiveness came. Let's go to Victor.
Okay.
Okay, Victor, please read from After Drinking. Some more water, that is. Let's come down to... Yep, that'll work. Okay, about this trip, please.
After drinking some more water, Gary gathered himself enough to start the push again. As he guided the bicycle up the mountain, his thoughts were on the spiritual aspects of his life instead of the physical trauma his body was experiencing. He hardly noticed as trucks angrily blasted their horns and the unrelenting rain fell. Hours later, he finally crested. At the top stood an old motel, the kind that has 7 or 8 rooms in a row with an office at one end. No cars were in the parking lot, so he couldn't tell if anyone was around. He knocked on the office door, which doubled as the entrance to the owner's residence. An old woman appeared. She gave him a concerned look, shook her head, and said, "Look at you." As if anticipating his arrival, she sat him down at her kitchen table, made him a sandwich, and asked about his trip.
All right, nice job. Very good job. Okay, 2 words for you is all. Okay, first up is here, horns. Okay, blasted their horns. Make sure to pronounce that H.
Blasted their horns.
Okay, good. And the last word is thoughts. Instead of thoughts, his thoughts were. His thoughts were on. Try that.
His thoughts were on.
Okay, very good. Very good. Yeah, everything else was awesome. Okay, really nice job.
Thank you, Chad.
No problem. Let's see here. Let's go to Amaury. How you doing, Amaury?
I'm doing great, and you?
I'm doing awesome. Thank you.
That's good.
Okay, let's have you continue, please, from he wondered. Okay, finish this paragraph. Read this next one. And let me have you read down to, let's see here. 1, 2, 3. Yep, hear about, please.
Okay. He wondered how many others, humbled by the mountain, had stumbled into her motel over the years. She graciously allowed him to take a shower as she washed and dried his clothes. Mounting his bike a few hours later, he left with a warning and a smile from his kind host. "Be careful, it's downhill for several miles. Don't get going too fast." The weather had calmed. Gary's spirit had mended, along with his body. More hills, more miles, more time. The rest of the trip went by without incident. His friends were there to pick him up at the hotel and give him his church clothes, which they brought from Ohio. That morning he stood behind a pulpit to address the people about their interest in starting a nursing home ministry. His experience in that area was something they were excited to hear about.
Okay, very good. Very good. Let's take a look here. First up is pulpit. Pulpit.
Pulpit.
Okay, one more time. Pulpit.
Pulpit.
Okay, good.
Pulpit.
Next up, we have the words without incident. Okay, so this H, okay, we don't want to say without. Okay, it's without. So the TH is together, and then we have the word out. Without incident.
Without incident.
One more time. Without incident.
Without incident.
Okay, very good. Next up is the word hills. Okay, give me a good L here instead of hills. It's hill. Touch your tongue to the top of your mouth.
Okay, hills. Hills.
There you go.
Hill.
Okay, very good. Next up is Gary's spirit had mended. Gary's spirit had mended.
Gary's spirit had mended.
Okay, one more time. Gary's spirit had mended.
Gary's spirit had mended.
There you go. good. Next up is okay, smile.
Smile.
Okay, right here. Smile. Try that.
Smile.
Okay, give me an L instead of smile. Okay, L sound. Smile.
Smile.
There you go. Good, good. Next is the word allowed right here. Instead of allowed, it's allow. Allowed.
Allowed.
Okay, good. And the last word for you is graciously. Graciously.
Graciously. Graciously.
Good. All right, nice job. Thank you.
Welcome.
Okay. Hear about. Okay, very nice. Okay, Amparo, let's have you finish up this story here, please.
Okay. He told
Or let's see.
them
Hold on.
stories.
So we've got actually hold on. Let's split it in half because we've got about 20 minutes left. So we're gonna do about halves. So yeah,
Okay.
read from he told down to the end of the paragraph, please.
Okay. He told them stories of his precious encounters with the elderly and mentally handicapped. They hung on every word as the tender images touched their heart. Little did they know that the man that stood before them was not the same man who left Ohio 5 days ago. Along the road, somewhere on the side of a mountain, lay his bride.
Okay, very good. Nice job with mountain. That sounded really good. Let's go to little did they know. Okay, so we're working on the combination. Okay, between little did. So with the L and the D, okay, you're going to combine those a little bit, as well as the D and the TH. Little did they know. Try that.
Little did they know.
Okay, one more time. Little did they know.
Little did they know.
That's it. Okay, really good. Okay. And the only other one here is touch there. Okay, so let's combine those sounds. The tender images touched their hearts.
The tender images touch their hearts.
Okay, give me there you go. That's it. Okay, good. All right, nice job. Thank you, Amparo.
Thanks.
Okay, let's go to the next part here. This is for Daniel.
Yep.
Okay, go ahead and read that last paragraph.
Okay. By the way, he had forgotten to pack a belt for his trousers, having lost nearly 15 pounds on the trip. They no longer fit. Behind the podium, he was holding his pants up with one hand as he flipped through his nuts with the other. Guy chuckled to himself as he stood there thinking, God knows me well.
Okay, very good. All right, let's go to Gary chuckled. Gary chuckled to himself. Try that.
Gary chuckled to himself.
There you go. One more time. Gary chuckled to himself.
Gary chuckled to himself.
Good. And now with the double T, if we have a vowel and an N after a T or a double T, we cannot switch the double T or the T to a flap T. So this word cannot be pronounced forgotten. Okay, we have to pronounce it with a normal T or a swallowed T. So they sound like this. Normal T is forgotten, or the swallowed T is forgotten. Forgotten.
Okay. Forgotten.
Okay.
Or
So
forgotten.
there you go. That's it. That's right. Okay. And that only happens when we have a vowel sound and then the N. Just like this one here. Mountain. Mountain. Okay. We skip right over the T or we say mountain. Okay.
Okay.
All right. Okay, nice job. Let's go to our next story. Some other people dropped out, so we may make it around 3 times. Okay, so here's the next story, you guys, in the Verbling chat. Okay, that camp I will never forget. Okie dokie. Let's go to Gela.
Okay.
Okay, let me have you read this first part of the story. So there I was down to the freezing water, please.
So there I was, inside my room preparing my stuff for school camp, when suddenly a strange voice rang in my head. It was a cold and dark evening. I wore 3 layers of clothing and still the wind chilled me to the bone. Trees and grasses outside the room were dancing wildly in the middle of the dark sky. The wind outside was cold enough to freeze the water.
Okay, very good. All right, let's go to the wind. The wind outside instead of wind, the wind outside.
The wind outside.
There you go. Good. And let's go to. Uh-oh. Where'd it go? Where? I'm looking for the word were. Seriously?
I
Hold
wore.
on.
I said I wore 3 layers.
Yeah, I wore. Why did I? Okay, so maybe I wrote it down. Okay, so room. There we are. Were right here, not wore, but were. Okay, so here you would pronounce it as where. Okay, the room where dancing. Okay, it would be the room were. So talking about the grasses. Okay, so trees and grasses outside the room were dancing wildly. Okay, try that.
Trees and grasses outside the room were dancing wildly.
Yeah, so when you had read it the first time, you had said where dancing. Okay, it's going to be an sound. We're dancing. Okay. All right, nice job. Yeah, everything else was good. Okay.
Okay, thank you.
Good. No problem. Let's go to Osama.
Yes.
Osama, please read from as soon as I had. Finish here and read down to and found some food, please.
Okay. As soon as I had my things ready, I turned off the TV and went to read the novel I bought the other day. The novel was interesting, but I wasn't able to finish it as my eyes were already too heavy to read, and I want to sleep. All of a sudden, I woke up exactly at 12 midnight to grab some food. I opened the door of the refrigerator and found some food.
Okay, very good. This word here is pronounced refrigerator. Refrigerator.
Refrigerator.
Okay, one more time. Refrigerator. Refrigerator.
Refrigerator.
Very good. Next up is I went instead of I want. Okay. I went to sleep.
I want to sleep.
There you go. Good, good. And last up is okay. That one I skipped over. Okay, so this is all of a sudden. All of a sudden.
All of a sudden. All of a sudden.
There you go. Good. All right. Nice job. Thank you.
Thank you, Chad.
No problem. Okay, next up is Victor.
Okay.
Okay, Victor, please read from Then I Heard, finish the paragraph, and read down to here, the door of the attic, please.
Then I heard the same strange voice from the attic of the house. I got curious and tried to find out where the voice came from. The attic was empty, but I was sure it was worth a try to find something unusual. There I walked another step inside to the window of the attic and opened the curtain. I turned back and saw a glimpse of shadow outside the door of the attic.
Okay, let's see. Saw a glimpse of shadow. Okay, good. I was thinking that this should have been a glimpse of a shadow, but that's okay. Very good. All right, so let's go to the word curtain. Instead of curtain, it's curtain.
Curtain.
Curtain. Very good. And we can also pronounce this curtain, okay, because we have the vowel Okay, the vowel and then an N. So I can say the curtain. Try that.
The curtain.
There you go. Good, good. And last word here, instead of woke, it's wa. Open up your mouth a bit more for that ah sound. Walked.
Walked.
There
Walked.
you go. Good job.
Thank you.
Good job. All right, nice job. Thank you. Okay, back up to the top. Let's go to Amaudi. Amaudi, please read from Slowly I Stepped. Okay, finish this paragraph and read down to here. Road to the school, please.
Okay, slowly. I stepped outside the door and looked behind the door, suddenly. I, I don't want to describe that face. I was just a dream. I woke up in the morning with sweat all over my body. Considering the fact that it was really cold that night, I made sure that I had everything ready for the camp, and then I rushed down the road to the school.
Okay, very good. All right, let's go to the road to the school. Now you added an extra sound after road, saying rode, rode to. Okay, so let's end on that D. You can actually combine the D and the T together, saying the road to the school. Try that.
The road to the school.
That's it. Very good. Okay, this word here, instead of ready, the word is ready. Ready.
I had I had everything ready.
Okay, good. One more time. So instead of had day, okay, I had everything. So we're going to move that right into the vowel. I had everything ready.
I had I had everything ready.
There you go. Much better. Next up is the word sweat, right above that. Instead of sweet, okay, short E
Sweat,
sound. Sweat.
sweat, sweat.
Okay, very good. Next is the word with. Okay, let's see if I can find you with. Right before sweat. Okay, so instead of with an F sound, make sure you're using your tongue. With.
With with
There you go. That's the sound. Okay. Good. Let's go to it was just a dream. It was just a dream.
it was the it was just the dream. It was just a dream.
Very nice. Much better. And let's see this word here. Instead of stepped, okay, end on that T sound. I stepped outside. I stepped out. I stepped outside.
I stepped outside.
Okay, one more time. I stepped outside.
I stepped outside.
Great, great. And the last word for you is slowly. Instead of slowly, okay, give me an unvoiced S. Slow, slowly.
Slowly.
Great. All right, nice job. Thank you.
Welcome.
All right, let's see here. Amparo, please continue. From my school is not. Okay, and finish this paragraph.
Okay. My school is not like the other usual school. We have a lot of military activity here, starting from a simple physical exercise to a heavy training like defending ourselves using blunt objects. The teachers here even taught us how to detect a furtive ethereal form of spirit, which was my favorite subject.
Okay, very good. Nice job with ethereal. Okay, that was good. Let's go to blunt instead of blonde. Okay, blunt.
Blunt.
There you go. Good. And last one here is activities. Make sure to pronounce that S. So a lot of military activities here.
A lot of military activities here.
Good. All right, nice job. Thank you.
Thanks.
Okay, next up is Daniel.
Yep.
Okay, Daniel, the next paragraph, please. As soon as, down to just leave them.
Okay. As soon as I arrived at school, I hopped onto the bus and found out that the bus was still empty. I took the rear seat and waited until one of my class buddy, Kevin, came. Unfortunately, most of the other students didn't come. There were only 30 students who came. Our teacher, Mr. Berner, decided to just leave them.
Okay, nice job. Really good job. The only thing here was the number 30. Okay, give me a good 30.
30.
There you go. That's good. Yeah. Now, so that you do know, there was a mess up here. Okay, that should be one of my close buddies. Okay, with an IES at the end. Okay, so you read it correctly, but it should be one of my close buddies. Okay, we wouldn't need to pluralize that. Okay, but yeah, your pronunciation was really good. Nice job, Daniel.
Okay, thank you.
No problem. Okay, let's go to Gela.
Yes.
Okay, Gela, please read from the bus was really quiet down to in the middle of the tents.
The bus was really quiet until we reached the campsite. The campsite was labyrinthine. We lost our way a few times, but managed to roll our way to the place. We built our tent there, making a circle shape, and prepared our camping equipments. Then we gathered at the campfire in the middle of the tents.
Okay, very good, very good. The only one here is this bad boy up on the first line. Okay, this is labyrinthine. Labyrinthine.
Labyrinthine.
Mm-hmm. Okay,
Labyrinthine.
and yeah, it's like a maze, a labyrinth.
Oh, I see.
Okay,
Yes.
so, yep. Okay, yeah, everything else was good. Okay, nice job, Gela.
Thanks.
Okay, next is Osama.
Yes.
All right, Osama, please read from though we were. Okay, finish here. Read down to forest and got spread, please.
Okay. Though we were only 30 students, our teachers lavished more than $5,000 to provide us lunch, as we have a lot of voracious students. Our teachers also gave each one of us a bracer and talisman, as we were going to the forest. Even there outside the forest, we could smell the strong redolence of the leaves. We entered the forest and got spread.
Okay, very good. All right, yeah. So here we can say we entered. Okay, a lot of people do say inerd.
Inerd.
All right, and yeah, you'll hear people actually pronounce it like this. Entered. We entered the house. Okay.
Yes.
It's the same way we would pronounce entertainment. Instead of saying entertainment, entertainment.
Yes.
Okay, and so we treat the word enter exactly the same way. In some cases, some people pronounce it properly. They say we entered. Okay, and you can do that. Okay, but it's a very quick way of just saying entered. We entered.
Mm-hmm.
We entered the forest and got spread. Okay, and we would understand you perfectly.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Okay. We entered.
Mm-hmm. Very good. Very good. Next is the word forest. Give me a little bit more O sound here. Instead of forest, it's forest.
Forest.
There you go. Good. And the last one for you is voracious. Okay, give me a long A here. Instead of voracious, voracious.
Voracious.
All right, excellent, excellent, nice job. Okay,
Thank you, Chad.
all right, no problem. Got spread. Okay, let's go to Victor.
Okay.
And Victor, please read from Kevin and Chris. And read down to here where it says inside the cave, please.
Kevin and Chris were with me, but neither of us brought with us a compass. We decided to make our own way out of the forest. In the middle of the burning sun, suddenly came a heavy storm. Chris dexterously led us to a cave, somewhere deep inside the forest. There we went inside the cave.
All right, nice job, man. Really good. And yeah, you nailed dexterously.
Yeah,
Okay, that was good. Nice job. Yeah, I don't know if you saw that before, but yeah, you read through it like it was butter. Okay, nice job. Yeah, everything was good.
I
Nice.
don't know why I heard like name Dexter.
Oh yeah, like the name Dexter. Yeah, dexterously. Okay, it sounded really good. Excellent job. Very good.
Thank you, Chad.
Okay, no problem. Let's go up here to Amaudi. All right, Amaudi, please read from the cave was really dark. And let's see. Read down to here. Entered the middle lane, please.
Okay, the cave was really dark and void. We met a lot of strange figures, but weren't able to clearly determine what animal those were. I remembered that I brought my flashlight with me and decided to bring it out. After walking for a few minutes deep inside the cave, we saw three eyeless, but Kevin convinced us to just stick together and entered the middle lane.
Okay, very good. All right, let's go to the word middle. Okay, make sure to pronounce
Middle.
an L sound instead of middle with an U. Middle.
Middle.
There you go. Good. Next up is aisles. Okay, we saw three aisles. The S in the middle there is silent. We saw three aisles.
We saw three aisles.
Okay, good. Next we have the word flashlight. So this is an ah sound. Instead of fleshlight, it's flashlight.
Flashlight.
Okay, very good. Next we have clearly determine. Clearly determine.
Clearly determined.
Good. All right, nice job. Very good.
Thank you.
All right, you guys. Well, thank you everyone for coming into class. It was great to have a reading class here at in the morning time, like I used to have.
Yeah.
But especially with the advanced reading, I try to do them at night, but no one comes into my night classes when I do advanced reading. They
Chad?
like the beginning and intermediate. Yeah, what's up?
The beginner class is kind of not appropriate for me. So at night. So couldn't you
Yeah.
change the?
Well, this is the thing. This is the thing. When I try and do the intermediate or the advanced class at night, two
No,
people
no, no.
come in.
The beginners. I thought.
Yeah. What beginner classes are you talking about? Night
Reading.
or in the morning?
I don't know.
Yeah,
what
that's what
time
that's what I'm saying. Yeah, for me when I do those classes, for my time it's at night, so it may be morning for you. The thing is that when I did advanced classes before, two people started coming into class, right? And I can't have classes that are like that. Okay, and so then I get emails. They say, "Hey, maybe you should do this. Maybe you should do that." And I say, "Well, maybe it's the time." And so I started doing beginning and intermediate, and more people started coming in. Okay, so I have to do what works and what fills classes and what brings people to classes. So there, for some reason, at night when I was doing the advanced classes, there wasn't a lot of interest in it. Okay, for some reason it's only at this point or period in the day. So that's the main reason. Okay, I'd love to go back to doing the advanced classes, but we'll see. I'll give it a test run. I'll give it a test run this week. Maybe I'll change it out a couple of nights. Okay, but yeah,
Okay.
when I did that before, it was the attendance was really low. Okay.
Okay.
All right, you guys.
Clear.
Thanks for coming in. We'll see ya.
Thank you,
Take care.
Chet.
See
Bye
ya.
bye.
Bye
Thank you
bye.
very much,
Yeah,
Chad.
bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye
See you.
bye.